Good. That's one less loose end.
Area is sanitized. All targets destroyed. Solid copy. No movement detected. 2-6 going into holding back.
Remember this? The feeling of being an actual soldier in a huge, serious war, and now we have this. It's like the genre had a midlife crisis, traded its combat boots for neon Crocs, and now only communicates in Fortnite dance emotes. Today, we're talking about the slow, kind of hilarious death of the serious military campaign. We're going to look at why both Battlefield and Call of Duty seem to have forgotten how to make a single-player story that doesn't feel like it was written by a focus group of tired hamsters. Let's get into it. So what the heck happened? It's like the industry collectively decided that making us feel things was too much work. Let's break down the vibe shift. First, there's the identity crisis. We've got these games trying to be two things at once. The campaign is all war as hell, soldier. Stay focused. And then you jump into multiplayer and it's a tactical rainbow unicorn party. You're getting teabagged by a superhero wearing a ghillie suit. My guy, pick a struggle. Is war a tragic, serious affair or a colorful paintball match? It can't be both. Second, and this is the big one, money. Making a great 10-hour campaign is expensive and hard. A player finishes it and that's it. But a multiplayer battle pass? That's a gift that keeps on taking your money for months. It's simple math. Why sell you one delicious, well-cooked meal when they can just keep handing you an endless bag of slightly flavored chips and charge you for the privilege? And this leads to the third point, safety. Why try something new and risky when you can just remake the same 3 missions? It's the Call of Duty and Battlefield campaign bingo. Get ready for the stealth mission, the on-rails vehicle section, and the emotional death of a guy you met 45 seconds ago. It's so predictable you could set your watch to it. Now, don't think you're off the hook, Call of Duty. I see you over there, sweating. You used to be the king of the cinematic campaign. Modern Warfare 2, iconic. Black Ops 1, mind-blowing. But what are we getting now? Recent COD campaigns feel like they're having an existential crisis. They don't know if they want to be a gritty, modern thriller or a sci-fi cartoon. The stories jump around so much you get whiplash. 1 minute you're in a super serious, realistic interrogation. The next, you're fighting robots on the moon. It's like the writers were throwing darts at a board of cool ideas. And can we talk about the member berries? It feels like they're just remaking or referencing their old, better games because they're out of new ideas. Hey, remember Captain Price? You like him, right? Here he is again. It's great to see an old friend, but it would be nice if he brought a new interesting story with him. The last campaign that really felt like it had something to say was Modern Warfare 2019. It had grit, it had atmosphere, it made you uncomfortable. Since then, it feels like the soul of Call of Duty single player has been slowly fading, replaced by a checklist of set pieces designed to look cool in a trailer, but that you'll forget about an hour after you finish them. Now, let's talk about the recent mess that was the Battlefield 6 campaign. Where do I even start? Let's talk about the story, or as I like to call it, Wikipedia, the game. The plot was so bland and apolitical that it felt like it was generated by an AI that was only fed generic military jargon. Your squad, Dagger 1 to 3, had all the personality of a piece of toast. I've had more emotional connections to the NPCs driving me in GTA. But the real star of the show was the enemy AI. You were not fighting highly trained PMC soldiers. You were fighting what I can only describe as caffeinated squirrels with guns. The amount of times I saw an enemy sprint directly at me, crouch 1 meter away without any cover, and start mag dumping into my shins, it was performance art. It wasn't challenging, it was confusing. I felt less like a soldier and more like a wildlife warden in a very violent nature preserve. And the mission design. One reviewer said you spend a lot of time just standing still and pressing a single button. That's not a mission, that's a chore. You're not a hero. You're a button-pushing intern in the middle of a war zone. The most Battlefield thing you can do is destroy a building, and even that often feels scripted. It's a theme park ride where the main attraction is watching the paint dry. So here we are. The military campaign as we knew it is in a coma. It's not dead, but the doctors are looking real nervous. Battlefield gave us a campaign that was a glitchy brain, dead theme park ride. Call of Duty gives us campaigns that feel like the greatest hits album but with half the tracks missing. They've traded the power fantasy of being a soldier for the power fantasy of unlocking a new charm for your gun. It's a sad trade, but maybe there's hope. If we talk about it, if we show that we care about more than just the multiplayer grind, maybe they'll remember what made us fall in love with these games in the first place. All right, that's my 2 cents. Now I want to hear from you. Am I being too harsh? Did you unironically love the Battlefield 6 campaign? Which franchise has dropped the ball harder, Battlefield or Call of Duty? What's the last FPS campaign that actually made you feel something? Let's make a list of the good ones. Let's get a good chat going. And if you enjoyed this little rant sesh, you know what to do. Smash that like button and subscribe for more. It really helps the channel out. Thanks for watching.